1 2 1 2. We got a hot one, folks. Speed Chase here, and of course, I didn't have my audio set up. We're kind of just breaking in here. Thank you to Garrow from Midwest Night Watchers for the notification. And here we are live. Let's get a little audio going here. What's up, David? Good evening, Chi. Again, thank you for the heads up. Let's see here. I'm actually checking out Diesel in New Jersey right now on YouTube. He's actually premiering
at best, especially as he weaves around any traffic or cones. We saw the actual stability of those wheels to kind of wobble a little bit. Anyways, you can see him still accelerating here, holding on to that number one lane. Almost looked like something was contacting the pavement there.
It's funny. Earlier, Diesel was asking if we were going to get another chase, and I was like, "Well, we had two earlier.
Shot of those balloons
usually, you know,
in the back of that pickup
three.
Truck the bed of that pickup
what is it?
Truck.
Things come in
Again,
three.
We do not know if there's anybody else.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, most likely. And here we are. It looks like some balloon. What is that? Balloons in the back or something?
Just trying to get a better look at the bed of that pickup truck to see if we can make out any other contraband or anything in there.
Dragonfly, welcome. Good evening.
All right.
Yeah, balloons. What kind of balloons? What's in those balloons? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And as we continue further north here into the Grapevine, you're going to start to notice north. That truck gets smaller.
Not way
We're going to
north,
try and
but
keep the shot as
out of
long
LA.
as we can. But right now, looks like he has no intention of pulling off into pulling over, I should say, until he gets further north here, and it really just becomes too dark for us to follow him up into the mountains here through Castaic. So
near Castaic Lake.
LAPD has a decision to make whether they're going to be able to follow him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's
sure,
probably got a full tank again,
the PD ship,
like we were mentioning earlier,
broke off. That's why there is no longer a night sun on that suspect. So LAPD air support pulling off. We are going to hold steady right here, try and deliver the shot to you as long as we can. And California Highway Patrol with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units that I can count, at least 5 CHP units on his tail.
All right, we'll write it out here. Uh-oh, here we go.
Vehicle. He's off-roading.
Off-road, 4x4.
Back onto the road, almost at the wall. Looks like he hit a spike strip.
Sparks.
It looks like that suspect hit a spike strip. Now making metal, you can see sparks flying off the rear of that vehicle. He's dragging something. He might be dragging a spike strip, but something is creating some friction with the asphalt there. And you can see some sparks
I'm seeing
coming from the rear of that pickup truck. Almost lost control there, almost hit the wall, was able to swerve back onto the freeway, and is now slowing down slightly.
Which is dangerous. You know, right now things are heating up, things are dry out there.
Closing in
Any
on
little
here,
spark.
that primary unit, only a few car lengths behind him
set things
as
up.
that vehicle begins to give up. Looks like those tires are running out of air.
And fire, which is very dangerous.
Vehicle slowing down, pulling over to the left perhaps. You can see that big rig pulling over. The vehicle slowing down, maybe not as slow as he appears, only because the distance is increasing here. So it could be partially an optical illusion, but he is riding.
Discretion be advised.
It does appear that he's riding.
We set up our disclaimer before popping on here. Intro was a little rough.
Northbound on the 5 freeway.
Thank you again. Is Garrow up in here? What's up, Garrow? Wherever you're at.
From the 80 to 90 that he was doing, you can see that now almost coming to a stop here. We will hold steady right here to see exactly how this ends. It looks like this pickup truck is on borrowed time, now coming to a slow crawl, as there is every indication that he did, in fact,
and we're hanging out over Diesel in New Jersey. Also, looks like his premiere is ending there. Yeah, I think so. But it was a good one, really good one. Diesel in New Jersey. If you're into Bigfoot,
that was feasible with the other traffic on the freeway, but
follow-up videos into some interesting places he's been finding stuff. So
here with this pickup
check that out if you haven't.
Now traveling at slow speeds, northbound 5 freeway.
So we're wrapping it up over there. Awesome premiere. Checking
Looking
out
at
some
about 5 miles, 5 to
teepee
7 miles
structures
north
and some
of
little
Castaic.
weird structures also. Who knows what was doing those things over there, but if you're into the structures, which I very much am, heard BMR
It does
mention
appear that
he
he's
was
got some
tired
flat
of them.
tires, and it looks like they may even set up
Oh
for an
man, we gotta go
additional
find
spike
some, brother.
strip to knock out the remaining rubber on this truck. We will see where they set up for that. We will have a good vantage point from this angle, hopefully. He is coming to a stop here now, veering off onto the shoulder, coming to a stop on
Heads
the
up.
shoulder just south of Templin Highway. 5 CHP units. Now setting up for a felony stop. Here comes a 6th backup unit as California Highway Patrol prepares to take this driver into custody. We will see if there is any sign of cooperation.
We're mentioning earlier
Officers out of their vehicles with their guns drawn.
how the
Now
speed
a
chase is that
7th
slow
unit.
one, or the chases. We had a slow one
A
earlier.
full
How that
freeway
could go on
closure
forever. Even
northbound
the
side of
fast
the
ones, I
5
mean,
freeway now at a
as long as they have
complete
gas, right?
standstill north
But,
of Castaic. A felony stop in progress. A narcotic
standoffs
suspect
is
behind the
another
wheel
thing that could go
of
on
that
for a
pickup
long
truck
time. So heads
after
up,
hitting
who
a spike
knows?
strip, running out of air, and those tires running flat to a full stop here on the 5 freeway.
What's up, Russell? I see Alan up in here too. Alan, let the people know in chat
Driver
how
out
good
of the vehicle.
Diesel's premiere was. We're having fun over there, and he was showing a lot of
You can
good
see
stuff.
him with one hand up, 2 hands up. Appears to be ready to surrender, but
All right,
it's hard.
he's out.
There, yeah, there you go. Stepping away from the vehicle, following instructions.
With hands up.
Hands up. Officers on both sides of the vehicle.
He's out with hands up. Here we go.
Appears that the driver may be the sole person inside that truck.
Nothing on
as
his
he
waist.
now prepares to walk backwards, I suspect, in the direction of those CHP officers. Suspect now walking backwards with his hands up.
Blue-eyed Bandit, good evening and welcome in. I seen you a little earlier. What up, Red? Yeah, man, I see smoking scans on it. But the homie G hit me up. He's like, yo, there's a chase. I said, all right, let's get it going. So luckily I had everything pretty much ready to go. And here we are. Third one of the day. We didn't catch this one this morning, but we did do a replay
CHP
on that.
taking the
So check out the
driver
earlier
of
stream
this
if you
pickup
haven't.
truck into custody. Officers ready to approach the passenger side
Dude's
here.
hemmed
Does
up
not
there,
look like
but
there is any movement.
they got to clear that
But they
truck
will
because,
clear that
we've seen
vehicle in
them
any
take
event.
off. They
One person in custody.
arrest the driver.
Narcotic
and then
suspect
we've seen
out of San
the car
Bernardino.
take off before. So here they go checking.
That may even be a San Bernardino unit there on the right.
San Bernardino, I was there yesterday out in Fontana area all day getting some work done to my truck. Yeah. And hot.
Code 4.
Hot out that
Code
way.
4
So
vehicle is clear.
if that unit is
there will
from
be an attempt
San Bernardino, he's got a long drive back.
possibly
Pretty long,
push
not
that
you
pickup
know,
truck
over an hour.
over
that's
to the
for
right
sure.
shoulder. CHP moving quick to reopen the 5 freeway, it looks like. One person in custody. This pursuit is over. Some slight traffic, very little traffic to speak of, but a few brake lights. The truck now being pushed off to the side, and that'll do it for our coverage of this pursuit.
All right.
Here in Santa Clarita, coming to an end here on the 5 freeway. California Highway Patrol with one person in custody. He will be handed off to San Bernardino Sheriff's Department.
Red.
And that will do it. Reporting live from Air 7, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7.
All right, ABC there. Salute to Smoke and Scan, everyone else out there. I think it's live police chases on YouTube or something like that. Was also streaming it. I've seen that. And everybody else doing their thing. AXN, I think, is out. Who is it? Is it Cali Fields? I think is on right now.
Saying the
here
president
in
when
the
it
LA
comes
area.
to certain
Stringing and streaming. So we'll be checking them out also. And yes, this was just a quick breaking news. What's up, Russell? The bud there. Here, we'll wrap this up with and who knows? I wasn't even thinking of jumping on live tonight, but that happened. Anything else happening out there, we'll keep y'all informed and go live. But usually I go through these cameras. I hang out here solo. Nah, someone's hanging out here. Just can't see them. And so I would like to go through all of these cameras one of these nights. Might be tonight. Who knows? Need to go get another session going here. I was in the middle of one. Cheers to all those out there who may have been also, or if you are partaking now in whatever it is you do. But let's pick a sweet here. Let's do Yosemite right quick. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone having a good start to the week? It's been another wild one, I think. A whole lot going on everywhere, and just a heads up for everyone, right? We don't know what's coming. I mean, we never do, but we sense something happening. At least I do. All right, here's the High Sierra cam. I really like this one here. We'll go like that. Have a quick little peek before we cut the stream. Let's see. Russell says nobody can tell you you're not wearing pants on the internet. Yeah. I'm wearing these long shorts today. They're not are almost pants. If you sag them really low, they might be pants. Maybe on a really short person, they might fit them like pants. But they're like the cargo style too. Hey, Diesel. Yeah, good. That was a great premiere, brother. Keep up the good work. You're doing great as always. Always, I never mind shouting you out. And yeah. I'm really interested in that area there. There's something going on for sure. And hopefully the people in the chat will go check it out after. I was telling them I thought you're still gonna be on with the premiere, but it ended right as we had gotten started with this. So we're gonna cut this here for now. This is just a quick little breaking news. And check out the stream earlier if you're interested in the couple chases that happened there. We read off a Bigfoot report as well. Yeah, we're always keeping Bigfoot in the loop around here somehow. And then there is another report, I think, out of Texas that we missed out on. Maybe we'll get into that at some point. I'm keeping an eye out for any new submitted reports and anything else that sounds squatchy that y'all might want to hear. I did check out that MK Davis, and it was Chris Reinhardt over on what is it? Forget the name of the network. It'll come to me. Anyway, he was live today, and several other gentlemen, older gentlemen that are into the field and the topic. And they were showing a bunch of stuff out of Bluff Creek. So yeah, I shared that. And again, I don't believe everything. I just share. There's some interesting stuff, like a strange fetus that had floated to them, but they had lost it. They lost the fetus. I thought they had brought that back. It was weird, but they showed pictures of it and some other weird stuff out of there. And it's stuff I had seen before and some other stuff I hadn't. So check that out. That's what is it? What's that channel? What's up, Juliana? It was cool hanging out with you. Juliana was hanging out there earlier in that stream. And it was cool to have a local listen in on some of her areas up there. I'm sure she's interested in that. She's like, I know these woods up here better than all of y'all. Anyway, and then I was asking you about barn work. That was just a little heads up on, I'm gonna be sliding through soon. Let's just say it like that. Even if I have to find you in Oric just to give you a hug, I'm gonna do it. And then meet the rest of your team. That'll be awesome. We got to do it this time. Even if it's on the way back down, on the way up would be cool, but on the way back down, we'll see. We're working on that. Fingers crossed. Anyway, thank you again, y'all, for hanging out. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll be in touch. Much love to everyone out there. And again, we might hop back on here in a bit. I don't know. We'll see after a few bowls. Cheers again. Come on, camera, close for us. Thank you. All right, outro, Dorf. Find the outro. Oh, wait, yeah, we can't. We need to stop this over here. There we go. Like that. And then outro.